Hi, the sisters. Assalamu alaikum. You're welcome to another episode of Gist with Ganiyah, where we share real life conversation that helps you navigate life, womanhood, relationship, parenting with compassion and clarity. I'm really glad you are here with me today. Yay! Now, on this episode, we'll be talking about something very common but often misunderstood, which is why do children lie? Now, and I would like you to stay with me to the end of this conversation because we'll be looking at 4 major reasons children stop telling the truth, and then, most importantly, what we as adults can do to correct them gently and effectively. So let's be frank. Every adult can tell that children are naturally innocent. Did you just wake up one day and decide that, I want to be dishonest? So when a child starts hiding the truth, avoiding questions, or denying things that they clearly did, it is important to pause and ask ourselves, what happened along the way? Now let's talk about this. Reason number 1 why your child may stop telling the truth is fear. You see, fear is one of the major reasons why your child can stop telling the truth. It might be fear of punishment, fear of shouting, like you shouting at them. It might be fear of disappointing you, the adult they so much love. Let me give you an instance. Maybe a child take a snack from somewhere now without permission, in the house without permission. And you ask, who took this thing? Like, who took this? They already know what usually follows, like the normal pattern. It might be anger, it might be scolding, or sometimes maybe beating. So instead of telling the truth, they will say, it wasn't me, oh. Not because they are bad, but because they are scared. When honesty feel unsafe, lying becomes a shield. So moving on, let's dive into reason number 2. Modeling what they see. You see, children learn more from what we do than what we actually say. You know, they have seen us several times going into the kitchen, probably anywhere in the fridge. We take things without permission. Or even sometimes, maybe somebody come around in the house and you don't feel like seeing the person and you just like, tell that person I'm not around. Maybe sometimes you even promise your child something. It might be a treat, it might be an outing, or even a gift. But you know deep down that I'm not ready to do this thing. No. I just promise for promise sake. You see, to us, it might feel harmless. After all, I'm not doing anything now. But you see, to that child, it becomes a lesson. Slowly, they begins to understand that not telling the full truth is a normal behavior. And this brings us to reason number 3. Wanting to be a child. Sometimes children just want to be children. They like to explore. Sometimes they can act impulse or even try things without thinking it through. You see, after doing this, reality will now set in. And they realize, oh, I wasn't supposed to do that. So when the question comes, fear and confusion mix together in their little mind. And they choose the easier way. They deny it. Not because they plan to lie, but because they don't know yet how to face the consequence. As in how to face the consequence of their action calmly. And the last reason for today, before we dive into the solution of what we can do as an adult to help this child with these habits, environment and pressure. A child who feels constantly watched, corrected, or overqueried may begin to hide things just to breathe. When every mistake turns to a big issue, truth starts to feel heavy. So, as children, they want to avoid it. So now, here is the important question. If these are the reasons, so what can we as adults do differently? Now let's talk about the solutions. Solution number 1, make honesty safe. Respond to them calmly first. When they do things, respond to them calmly. Then correction can come later. When a child knows that I won't be destroyed for telling the truth, they will choose honesty most often. So now solution number 2, they watch what we model. You see, let's be frank, children copy behavior, not advice. If you want them to be honest, then we must practice it. We must do it in any small moment. We must always practice honesty. We must always show them that okay, even if the truth can be bitter, we should endeavor to always speak the truth. You see, by doing all those things, your child sees it in you, and automatically, by the grace of God, they start doing these things too. So now let's continue with solution number 3 now. Keep promises you can keep. You see, if you are unsure, don't promise. Because broken promises quietly teach that child that words don't matter. Okay, for instance, sometimes maybe you now promise them and you have the intention that, oh, this thing I actually want to do them. Eventually you could not do it. Then let them know the reason why it cannot be done, and probably, okay, maybe next time, then you can be able to do it for them. Don't just leave them hanging. Explain to them the reason why, oh, this thing cannot be done now. Probably later or some other day, you will do it for them. If you are still with me to this time, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Now let's move to solution number 4 now. Correcting with guidance, not shame. Discipline should teach, not crush. A child who understands why something is wrong is less likely to repeat it. You see, when you explain to a child, okay, this is the reason why you should stop doing this, then that child will understand why they are not doing it. And you know, this generation of children that we are raising now, they want to know why is this, why is that. They will ask, even if you tell them don't do this, they will ask you why. Don't do this, they will ask your mommy why. They will question you. They are so curious. So give them the reason why you don't want them to do the particular thing. And you see, by giving them the reason, they are less likely to repeat such habits. So number 5 solution that I have with me is always remember that this phase they have is a learning phase. You see, lying in children is often a signal, not a final character limit. That's final character trait. It's not that, oh, he has lied once, he will continue lying. No. You see, with patience, consistency, and love, truthfulness can be rebuilt. So if anything I shared today resonates with you, maybe something you have experienced in your own home, or maybe something that helped your child feel safe enough to tell the truth, I would really love that you share it in the comment section. Please share it in the comment section with us. You never can tell. Maybe your story might be the exact thing that another parent needs to hear. Thank you so much for staying with me to the end. This is Gist with Ganiyah, and I will see you again next time. Bye for now.